up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause I'm there for
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you what? Drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow then. Now lean then.
Gravy make it nothing. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the backside of the moon. Never before seen before the Artemis movie came out, and then now we can see it, and we see that there's a great big old butthole on the other side of the moon. That's why they call it a full moon. Oh my God, look at all these people. Nobody's buying the false flag. Nobody's buying it, Donnie. It's too much. It's too much. You overplayed. The little boy who cried wolf, right? We got Marcy Chan in here tonight. Post anything. We got Gene Splice. Nobody knows. Fuzzy Booger. David Koresh is here with us. Heron Song. Hey, darling. We got Plain and Simple Truth. Brian Tucker. The Brian Tucker. Not just a Brian Tucker. The. We got Dr. Bass Ackwards here tonight with us. Plain and Simple Truth. Valley Parks is with us. Hello, dear. We got Scribbles. We got Post Anything. Who else? There's Lisa. I ran across the article from, it was on a Facebook page from where I grew, or the area where I grew up in. And you might have heard me talk about this before. When I was a little kid, this circus elephant died, and they had to bury it right there on site at the Pontiac Mall where they were having the circus. And I watched them bury that elephant. And there was a thing coming up, and it's 50 some odd years. Let's not worry about it, like 55 years ago. It was a long time ago. I remember it though. I was a little kid. My dad took me to the freak show. It was kind of, thinking back on it, that was kind of a traumatic circus. You know, I went through this freak show where they had like these really weird people in this display place. They had a two-headed baby in a jar pickled, and like they'd actually, you go pay money and see that shit. And then that elephant died. So I'm wondering, maybe that might have touched me in a way. We got KK Westbury here. My God, look at all these people. Everybody's in here tonight, doing good. So nobody's buying the big supposed assassination attempt. The Iranians, their little Lego people, pulled out their thing, like had it Johnny on the spot half hour after the whole thing actually happened, calling him out for being a snowflake, that he pulled this off just because his poll numbers were down, and also he can't handle being roasted by comedians, which I think there's a lot to do with that. But this lady here, I thought she was kind of funny, and you'd all enjoy this, so I opted to share this tonight.
Sounds like shots fired, people. What you guys doing? Get him, get him. Did Trump just stumble when you're trying to whisk him away?
We're trying to identify it now. Where was the shooter? Somewhere out there. In the lobby? In the lobby?
Lobby? We're in the lobby. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, look at him flying like Superman. I said, what are you still standing there for? Shouldn't you be running to him, at him with your guns? Come on now. Okay.
Meanwhile, it'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
This is insane. How do you move Vice President Vance first before Trump, the president? Yeah. Something's up here. Something's up here, people. What's this? Oh, now they move Trump. He stumbles. Better pick him up. I have to say, out of so many Hollywood productions I've seen, this has the most red flag potential. Carry on.
12 seconds later.
White House dinner just went down. Had to control everything. LMAO. But did you? Drama still hit anyway. No comedians, no comedians. Snowflake, ego so fragile, can't handle the smoke. Hire the mentalist so you don't get roasted, bro. Control the whole show. You the only one to blame. No comedians, no comedians. Super fragile snowflake, country going broke. MAGA waking up, they see the joke. You control the video, but you don't control our reign. Yeah. Before the meal, no food, no crumbs on the plate. Prices too high, empty plates, political pie in the sky, shots fired. Whole place got swatted out. SWAT team rushed in, chicken little freaking out. Ballroom is the stage, exit is the cue. Trick up your sleeve, didn't get the survivors to leave. Die for change, cover up, staging the whole scene. Every time your polls drop low, you pull the same scheme. No comedians, no comedians. Snowflake, ego so fragile, can't handle the smoke. Hire the mentalist so you don't get roasted, bro. Control the whole show. You the only one to blame, yeah. You talk big tough guy, but we laughing out loud. Had to stage the whole thing so it don't expose the fraud. Shots fired in the room, cleared fast. No food arrived, just drama unsurpassed. Trump post, let the show go on like a hero, but no one was even phased in there. Zero. Shooter apprehended, even different than planned. Now you say we'll just do it all again. Damn, yeah. Super fragile snowflake, can't handle the smoke. Shots fired. Whole place evacuated. Let the show go on. You the only one to blame. No comedians, no comedians. Snowflake, ego so fragile, can't handle the smoke. MAGA waking up, country going broke. You control the dinner, but you lost the same. No comedians, no comedians. Fake tough guy show, now the whole world laughs. Sacred defense, we see the game. You control the narrative, but you still a loser. Sacred defense. No comedians, super fragile, shots fired. Country going broke, yeah, we see it. Sacred defense.
I forgot that included that video I was talking about that the Iranians did. But yeah, Johnny on the spot. Johnny on the spot. But yeah, that whole thing where the guy comes running through the lobby. Some other shit I'm going to show you that from that too. That's really kind of weird. Breaking that down, man. People were even here on this show. We were Johnny on the spot with this shit, man. We had it called out, and come to find out nobody's buying it. Thank God. I mean, my God, it's so obvious. Where was that? Because guess what this guy had? Guess what this guy had? Come on. It's a mainstay of every psyop involving a shooting. I'm waiting for somebody to put it in the fucking chat. They always have one. We're looking for, maybe you can find out how to make one. Like, it's a manifesto. Okay. So this motherfucker apparently had a manifesto. Now, Trump immediately did a interview on 60 Minutes or with a 60 Minutes reporter or something, and like right after. So let me bring this up. This was, listen carefully.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me.
That's important. You think he was referring to you? Because he didn't initially say that. Listen to what she says. Careful. One time.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
You're
the
disgraceful.
What's up, Butter Biscuits?
What is up, Sav, man? It's been a long time no see. How you been?
Oh, been great, man.
I got to do the whole Trump thing there.
Yeah, right. You got
He's
to.
not talking about me.
But what's the
Sorry.
chances? The manifesto. How the fuck do you write a manifesto?
I haven't heard from you, man. How you been?
Pretty good, man. How do you write a manifesto? What all is involved in a manifesto? Is there could I go down to B. Dalton Books or something, if there is still such a thing, and find maybe
I can't hear you.
manifestos for dummies or something? Wait, what's going on here? Is that better? Hello? I don't know where he went. He must have been having a problem. It's not me. Anyway, everybody 5x5, yes? Good. At least before. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm wondering, where do you go to write a manifesto? But he got awful touchy on that, didn't he? He got really touchy on that shit. He got really touchy. That was interesting. Very, very interesting.
For whatever reason, I lost you there right after I don't know if you heard me or not, but good to see yourself. I haven't heard from you from a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. I meant to puke. What's up, Andrew?
Hey,
Taste the biscuit.
30-second trivia, and I have a friend of mine who is a handyman who's helping me out doing some electrical work. He's a flat earther and also a hardcore staunch Christian, and he's never ever been on a live stream before.
Yeah.
But I told him that maybe one of these days when he's over helping me do some work, if he'd be willing to come on. Would you be willing?
Sure, man. I post the link. Anybody can come on anytime they want to. He can do it right.
Well, he'll be under my name, but his name's Jesus.
Oh.
Well, Jesus, actually, technically.
Jesus. All right.
No, what? When I put, here's the thing. When I put his name in, which is spelled the same, Jesus and Jesus. When I have the autocall that says, Jesus Rojas is calling.
So his last name is Red.
So Andrew, would it be Jesus Biscuit Factory at that point, or how's that work?
No, I haven't hired him for that yet. He knows how to do. He's really good at drywall, and he fucks all at electrical. That's why I'm training him and not paying him very much. He's Mexican. I mean, come on. So maybe at some point tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be on too awful late tonight. I have to work in the morning, but so we'll be on. Bring him on whenever. We're always on.
Yeah, I'll make him be on camera and shit too.
Sure.
So, anyways, goes
How you like that?
Again, flat earther, never been on a stream before, and he's hardcore about the Bible.
Cool.
I'll just put it that way. All right. And he is.
See, you gotta understand where I come from with that. Okay. So here's where I come from with that. I don't subscribe to the way the earth is because of what the Bible says. It just so happens that the Bible, a supposedly ancient manuscript that we are all familiar with, as well as other ancient manuscripts that other cultures are very familiar with, all depict a very similar creation story and cosmology. So, so I don't look at that as the defining proof of it. It just is amazing that it goes back that far, that everything coincides. See?
No, I totally understand. And if I put him on the spot, because he already agreed, but he's also very, I think a lot of people have stage fright.
Right.
And I
I'm
think
just
he's
an
one
old,
of those people.
I'm just an old dope smoking hippie that, got figured out some shit. That's all.
Oh yeah, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, that kind of thing.
I don't hold that against him either.
But he does.
That's a remarkable thing. See, this is the difference between like weed smokers and non-weed smokers. Non-weed smokers don't like it if you smoke weed. Weed smokers don't give a fuck if you don't.
Yeah,
You're right.
It's a conundrum, isn't it?
It is. So this is pretty cool little track somebody laid down. The Vanilla Ice thing, but they changed it up a little bit.
All right, stop. Forget the polls and listen. Donnie's back with an ancient invention. Do this. If you need public support, just fake your own hit and treat it as a sport.
Was it ever real, yo?
Hell no, but people like to root for the underdog. So if you need a problem, yo, just fake it. Create a spectacle and let the lefties take it. Now that the psyop is pumping, everyone's hype and reporters are jumping. Use that diversion as fuel, put a band-aid on it, everything's cool. If they start asking about your year,
just fake it like me for the past 30 years.
The good assassination will never fail, so you can run the master plans of the Israelis. And when you mess up a big dirty war, just say, look, we won like you did before. If you need a problem, yo, just fake it. Just make it look real and let the lefties take it.
I did not know that Trump could dance like that.
I know. I like his hair that way too.
Hey, I'm getting a bit of a fist bump. So,
what's going on,
anyways,
guys?
I'm gonna talk to Jesus about this.
He
pulled into my garage. I'm gonna say, hey, can you come on for like 20 minutes and just state your point of view, ask a couple of questions, and then be asked a couple of questions, and then get the fuck off, kind of situation. And he'll probably be.
If he wants to hang out, he can hang out, man. It's just he's got as much rights as anybody else does on here.
Well, he's going to be on my computer,
right?
Sitting in my computer.
Well, it don't mean you got to be a tyrant about it, man.
No, I'm just saying because he's very timid because he's never done it before.
Well, that's all right. It's always his first time.
Oh yeah,
always first time. You'll be all right.
Sometimes you come too fast. Yeah, it's like.
Ooh, I do.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna come.
Oh yeah, well. Anyways, I am going to be doing this stuff with him tonight with the plumbing, electrical, and some of the flooring, and then after that, some demolition stuff. And if there's a break before, I'll be listening in the background, like on an earphone, on an earpiece, and I'll bring him on. I'll sit him down. I'm gonna make him be on camera.
Right. You don't need reservations, man. Just do it.
All right, cool. I'm just asking.
Yeah. I know.
We
said yeah.
Hey,
we said,
I'm best friends with.
It's cool.
I'm best friends
You already
with
sold
Brendan
it.
now.
You sold it.
Can I
Don't
bring him
buy
on
it.
again?
You sold it. Don't buy it back. What?
All right. So, no, I wasn't saying something like, "Oh yeah, I'm best friends with Brenda now. Can I bring him on again?"
Brenda.
The man known as Brenda.
Yeah. What about how's that fit in?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, it's empty information. Okay, so anyways.
Oh, really?
Just asking permission because you don't know who he is.
Okay.
But I do, and I'm trying to be respectfully asking. That's it.
I already said yes like 5 fucking times, man. I said you sold it, don't buy it back.
Cool. Yeah, cool beans. All right, I gotta head out.
Right on.
I'll be listening, but maybe in like an hour.
All right. Well, let me get on with my shit then. So I can
yes,
get
please.
up to that hour. All right.
The Navy is gone. The Navy is gone. So they have no Air Force. They don't have an Air Force. Their anti-aircraft equipment is gone. Their anti-aircraft equipment. They have no radar. Their radar is entirely gone. Their Navy is gone. 24 ships in 3 days. We've knocked out 42 Navy ships, some of them very large, in 3 days. They have 32 ships. All 32 are at the bottom of the ocean. Sunk. It's on the bottom of the sea. It's almost 50 ships. I was just notified it's 51. The Navy is gone.
I mean, it's like he's just got this fucking script he keeps going by, of course.
Well, he has to make it, he has to make it look like he's succeeding all the time in everything he does. Do you think he's the type of guy that says, I didn't do a very good job on that? No, never.
No.
He'll always
fucking wrong. It's somebody else's fault too.
Yeah. He'll always prop himself up. And then when he does, he'll just point fingers at the other person and say, oh, that guy's he didn't do a very good job, That's how them guys do it.
That's exactly how he does. This is hearing his thoughts at this dinner. This is funny.
What the fuck is this Israeli magician talking about? Will he shut the fuck up already? Any minute now. Come on, I need this ballroom. Where's the damn assassin? Finally. Works every time.
Come on, Spider Cash. Now's your time to shine. Fuck, I can't do it. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Don't look at her. Do not look at her, Bobby. I'm finally free. This is it. Sweet freedom.
Butter chicken, tikka masala, biryani, naan, samosa, tandoori chicken, curry, dal vindaloo, palak paneer.
What the fuck is this Israeli magician talking
Sal,
about?
do you think maybe he's getting his script from Charlie Sheen at this point?
So, and listen, it's a bad writer. That's all there is to it. It's just a bad writer. I mean, anybody that can't see this for what it is already. And here's what I was going to show you. Have you seen the security footage with the guy running from the hallway down through past the Secret Service people? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't? All right, hang on.
I just read something. TYT talked about it, and that was all I heard. And I figured, all right, hell with it. Later on, when I was sitting here later on tonight, I was like, oh, I'll check out some stuff. They said at one point his clothes were gone.
Yeah, it was, man, because I don't understand that. I still haven't heard any explanation for that. But he was fully clothed when he's running down the hallway. And then all the pictures of him has got him with like a, one of them safety blankets, them foil blankets.
Yeah, like a burn blanket.
Yeah, and one of them emergency blankets, right? And it's laid over him from the waist down, and he appears to have no shirt on. And I'm like, okay, at what point did he get undressed? That seems like that's okay, you guys, before you pin me down, let me get all my clothes off and shit. I mean,
and they call him the Streak.
I mean, because you see him fully. This is crazy. Even this footage is manipulated. Watch.
A man Jesse on fire over on X fucking nailed this one. Make sure you give this gentleman a follow. Well, this next one's gonna be a hoot for Alex Jones to sign. But speaking of signs, so this one is your sign that Alex Jones, man. I don't know what happened to this fucking dude. This was the most obvious psyop since Sandy Hook.
This is on
Benny Johnson's X account. He's holding a sign, right? You can zoom in on that and make it a little bit easier for everyone to see, right? He's holding a sign, okay? And now he's running with the sign. Here he comes, guys. He's holding a sign, and his face swallows it. Where did his sign go? It's not on the ground. It's nowhere. His face swallowed the sign.
Okay? We haven't been this played since Alex Jones got bent over the barrel and fucking InfoWars shut down, and he let the CIA take his entire company right out from fucking under him over some bullshit. At this point, I'm starting to think every fucking shooting our government played a role in. I don't know if there's ever been a mass. They don't have them in Japan. They don't have them in El Salvador. They have gang shootings, but they don't have normal people going in and shooting at normal fucking people. Not in Japan, not in Taiwan, maybe in Israel. Oh, that's where there's a lot of IDF people. Okay. So in any country where there's not IDF soldiers, there's never been a mass public shooting. But yet here in America, we got them popping up like spring fucking chickens. Every single year, there's a new shooting, there's a new massacre, there's a nightclub shot up, and every once in a great while, we'll get all their Facebook, we'll get all their letters, we'll get their fucking death notes, all of it. Right off the rip, dude, it's like they're the next day. But the ones where we don't get it, where they cover it up, where they only leak a fucking small video, or like Tyler Robinson, the kids on campus on 50 different fucking angles. It's actually like 1,000 cameras or something crazy like that. I figured it out. I was the one who broke this story. And yet again, here we are with not dick. Period. Full stop. It's so fucking gay. It's all fake and gay. People pay taxes to this government.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good, brother. I'll be quick. I just want to say, I don't know if you remember me, brother Dave. You got a lot going on. It's so good to see you blowing up.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm getting a pack. Hold on. I'm getting a echo from you.
Oh, sorry about that.
Somebody I was. Yeah.
Is it still there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess what I was basically going to say, brother Dave, is whether it's the existence of our realm and what it is, what we're being told about it, which was my introduction to you years ago. It's great to see you grow, brother. So glad that you're keeping true and you got a link for your audience to jump on and you're not forgetting about them. But I got to say, guys like that, and just in general, Dave, obviously we know the United States of America is an armed militia that revolted against the British over attacks on tea. It was founded by Masons.
Well,
and now,
that's the story we're given,
Right. And so now this is where we are as a people, as a divided people. And this whole Trump card thing, Dave, I know you're smart enough to know it's almost like they exhausted their last avenue and the people are still aware. But people still can't seem to figure out where their asshole is and where their dick is. And at the end of the day, Dave, I'm grateful for men like you. It just sucks because as a 93 baby, as people from my generation, I know when you guys fucking die, man, we're cooked. AI, all this smart device shit, we're cooked, man. So everything you do, man, is legendary. And I really appreciate you. I just want to jump on to say that today. You always have a great show. I have nothing to add to your show. Other than that, you're a real motherfucker, man. And, NASA's lied to us. The United States government's lied to us. NATO's lied to us. The United Nations have lied to us. These are some sick, old, evil people that are trying to create a prophecy that is not natural. They're doing it. They're propelling this agenda. And I'm so grateful for you guys like you, Dave, and everybody on this panel. God bless you, audience. God bless you guys. Happy life, man. It's a beautiful life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, that's like these diehard Trumpers. Half of them
Dave,
now.
for whatever reason, I cannot hear you.
Everybody else.
And I keep dropping and coming back. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't know how to help you. It's a you problem. Everybody else seems to hear me okay.
I'm guessing I'm the only
something
one.
On your end. I don't know what it is. Anyway, half of these guys, their whole mode is pride. The fact that they've blown their mouth so hard. Either that or they're getting paid. And look, so many of these fucking MAGA influencers, they put out damn near the same post right after that we need to have this ballroom. Okay, he's pushing for the fucking ballroom. The ballroom. What in the hell? Think about this. Oh, instead of having the security increase, and Chad's a minion tonight, I can see.
I was mining Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. That works.
Chad was up there mining copper while he was waiting.
But I forgot where I was at. But no, a lot of them, they're really pushing for this fucking ballroom. And it's like, wait a second. You minimized security from what it normally is to begin with. That's first and foremost. That's something they did. And second, wouldn't it be more prudent? You're the guy that saved all that money on fucking Sharpies, remember? Instead of the $1,000 pens, Mont Blanc pens and stuff, instead of having those and giving those away to everybody, you gave away Sharpies. Okay, it's kind of cheap, but anyway, you just made a big deal about your frugality. So wouldn't it just make more sense to use the existing ballroom that you're using and I don't know, beef up security a little bit? Can they fucking do it? What's he so worried about drones? He's really got to fucking worry about these drones coming after him and shit. But I saw this from JP Sears. And I don't know, this dude, his dry humor cracks me up. You like him?
He's all right sometimes.
Well, he's a ginger. And
that can be a problem.
That could be.
She just have no souls.
That's just the N-word rearranged. It's
he beat me to it.
I always tell it to Ryan.
By the way, I'm wearing a headlamp because I just came from outside. I was out gardening. I ran out of daylight. So,
oh, hell.
Got to get the job done by any means necessary, guys. Any means necessary.
Cubby's midnight gardening.
What's up?
I said Cubby is midnight gardening.
Not quite midnight, but yeah.
It's cold.
Got some new strawberry varieties, and I had the bare roots soaking in water, and I forgot. I was like, oh shit, I better get out there and finish that.
I figured you're out there mining for silver. I don't know.
Bitcoin,
it's 48 degrees here right now. I don't like that.
60s.
I don't like that cold. But it's supposed to warm up again tomorrow. That's cool. I hope.
I mean, if you want a good example of a man, Lindsey Graham. There's a guy right there. He's not even gay at all.
Yeah, that's great. What do you think of the Biden administration funding Ukraine?
Hated it. We should have been keeping that money in America.
What do you think about the Trump admin funding Israel?
Love it. I think as American Christians, we should also be Jewish.
What do you think about the FBI's narrative that JFK was killed by a lone gunman?
Not likely. You can't trust those guys.
What do you think about the FBI's narrative that Charlie Kirk was killed by a lone gunman?
Well, that's what happened. You heard the FBI's report. They make me so mad. Can you believe all these idiot grifter conservatives out there betraying Trump? The woke Reich. That's what I call them. It's a pretty clever name.
You agree with everything Trump's doing?
Yeah, 100%. That's what my critical thinking leads me to believe. 100% agreement with everything Trump says.
Even when he changes his mind or betrays a campaign promise?
He's never done any of that. But you know who has changed? The woke right. I can roasted him again. The Tucker Carlsons, Alex Joneses, people on Twitter. These people supported Trump for years. Then all of a sudden they betray the guy. Like, what is up with that?
So as a Trump loyalist, you don't even think it's been you and Trump that's changed?
No, I haven't changed my stance on anything. I've stayed true to my values. Unlike these crazy nut jobs.
Right. What do you think about Trump's campaign promise of no new wars?
Loved it.
And what do you think about being in a new war with Iran?
Love it.
Do you know you're contradicting yourself?
No, I'm not. Trump promised no new wars. Wars, plural. We're in a new war, singular. He didn't start new wars. He started one new war. idiot. Like, Trump didn't break any campaign promises.
You gotta be kidding me. Do you think it's okay that Trump just wants to move on from the Epstein files and not prosecute anyone?
Yeah, that's what's best for our country.
Have you always thought that?
Yeah.
All right. What about when you wrote, #1 priority is to arrest the Epstein criminals? Trump will do that. Kamala won't.
I don't think I ever wrote that.
It's on your Twitter.
I might have wrote that, but you're taking that out of context.
That's your whole tweet. It's the entire context.
No. Like the context of the moment, like in different times, different words have different meanings. Words change with the times. It's evolution. Like, get with it. And those traitors like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey, they're just trying to push this stuff because they want to backstab Trump. That's what they're doing.
So you don't like them?
Not at all. They're despicable people.
On MTG's tweet from a year ago where she pledged to fight to get arrests made, you commented to her, "Thank you, MTG. These Epstein criminals need to be brought to justice. You're doing God's work and are a true patriot."
Well, did you know she's a traitor?
All right. What do you think when all the leftists were calling Elon and other conservatives Nazis?
But just psychopathic leftists. They're just trying to smear the character of good people because they don't have the legs of truth to stand on in their own political positions. It's just despicable.
I can see on Twitter that people like you and Mark Levin are repetitively calling other conservatives Nazis a lot.
That's because they're Nazis. Like Tucker Carlson, he has an actual gas chamber at his house, from what I hear.
I'm pretty sure that's a sauna.
You want Jewish people to die. I mean, could you find me a more unpopular guy than Tucker Carlson?
You say that Tucker's unpopular, but he's got the #1 news podcast.
Oh, give me a break. You actually believe statistics. Tucker's always been a fraud.
From this pic of Tucker campaigning for Trump, you said, "The great Tucker Carlson campaigning for Trump and America first. I love this guy."
Are you funded by Qatar? You seem like it. Tucker is. I know that for a fact because Laura Loomer said he is. And she's mentally healthy. And I'm really starting to think you're a foreign agent, maybe with the Soviet Union.
That's not a country anymore.
Well, it won't be a country for long with all the nukes Iran has.
All right. What do you think about the members of Congress getting rich off of insider trading?
Lock them all up. It is not right for them to personally get rich when they should be focusing on bettering the lives of Americans.
Since Trump took office, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who's negotiating with Iran, is now a billionaire. Trump's sons have allegedly increased their net worth by 800%. And Trump's net worth went from 1.4 billion to 6.5. What do you think about that?
Hey, the world's a casino nowadays. Don't hate the player.
Any final message to the former Trump supporters that have abandoned him?
Yeah. To those low IQ morons, I would just say, you guys are hypocrites, and the establishment has your best interest in mind. Just surrender to it. Oh, dude, look at this. I love what Trump's doing with Palantir. Heads up on the dog food.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's how their brains have to work. I mean, I don't know how, and that's the same thing with globetards, man. They have to have these contradictory thoughts and both be congruent with one another. And I don't know how you can do that. I really don't. So yeah, that's just dumber and shit. Where was that thing I had? This was pretty good. It was Dave Weiss and what's his nuts? Here it is.
Like Oliver Anthony, you know, it's a damn shame. But the world.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened with him.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
He's just from down near Lynchburg, I think.
Yeah, Forest, Virginia.
Yeah, he's south of me, down closer to the North Carolina border. I'm up here in the mid part.
I used to live out that way. So yes, sir. For 4 years. Yep.
Where at?
Well, I said Lynchburg.
Okay.
But
Lynchburg.
yeah, I know, that's why I said he's from Forest, okay. Virginia. Yep.
You're gonna change the name because Lynchburg's a racist. See.
Well, Appomattox. How about that? You can't even have that anymore. Oh, that's where it ended. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, you believe that the sun is 400 times bigger and further away than the moon, though, but they appear the same size, right?
Whoa. So you said that the sun and the moon are.
They tell us that the sun is 400 times bigger than the moon and happens to be 400 times farther away. Therefore, they look like they're the same size. That's what you believe.
Okay, where are you getting these? I'm calculating. Okay, so yeah,
that's your paradigm. That's your paradigm.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the moon. I'm just doing. Okay, so the moon is 400. Sorry, the sun is 400 times greater in diameter than the moon. Okay, got it.
And further, so that it appears the same size as the moon.
And the Earth and the sun is. Did you say 400 times further away?
400 times bigger and further. Yep.
Oh, that's coincidental.
Very good.
Yeah. Just wait till I tell you how the moon formed in your model. It's
Hey, you're right. I just ran the diameter of the. Yeah, it's 400. Yeah, it's basically 400 times bigger and 400 times further away.
And somehow they magically line up for solar eclipses on a repeating cycle every 18 years.
That's quite the coincidence, isn't it?
Welcome to Flat Earth.
Or Matthew, maybe they just are the same size.
Okay, wait a minute. But they optically, visually, they are the same size. That's why we have eclipses.
And maybe they are the same size and the same distance. You know, when we zoom in on the moon and bring it into focus, we can zoom past the moon out of focus. We can zoom before the moon out of focus, on the moon in focus, and then we can shift to a planet or the sun, and they're in focus also without changing the focus. They're all at the same focal length.
Well, God does not play dice with the universe. Nothing is random. So 400, that's an interesting number. So that's why they appear the same in the sky.
Okay, Matthew, check this out. If you think that's a coincidence,
it is a coincidence, but yeah, okay.
The curvature rate of your globe is 8 inches per mile squared, or 0.666 feet per mile squared. The tilt of the Earth is 23.4 degrees, or 66.6 degrees, when taken from a right angle. The diameter of the moon is 2,160, or 6 times 6 times 60. The circumference of the Earth in nautical miles is 21,600, 6 times 6 times 600. Now, I don't know how many more sixes you want, but I can keep going if you want, but that's a lot of sixes.
Are we talking number of the beast stuff?
It's just weird. It's just weird. The whole helio-satanic model is filled with sixes.
All right, let's stick to Newtonian mechanics, but okay.
The Daves in the world are doing a good job. I gotta say.
I mean, it's some pretty crazy shit, you know. Yeah, they getting busted out with this. Let me see, hold on a second. I had one more on that shit too.
So, did you see the one about Artemis? All the satanic symbolism in Artemis too.
Oh, I did see some shit about that. I might have it on here. I got this.
And that Artemis was also mentioned in a movie. What was that movie? That space movie?
Fly Me to the Moon. That was the faking part of it was Project Artemis.
Yeah. Did you watch that yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I have it up here bookmarked though. So the next time I'm in here, all my free time was working on that fucking bathroom. I got to use it today. Yay.
Christened it, huh?
Oh yeah, well, it was nice to be able to take a shower upstairs.
Yeah.
So, you
have a ribbon cutting?
No, I didn't go that far. Dogs ain't impressed with it,
The two funniest things from the White House Correspondents' Dinner fake assassination attempt was number one, Donald Trump falling. Not enough people are talking about this. This is fucking hilarious. I love it. Number two, Stephen Miller hiding behind his pregnant wife. So brave. But he did touch a boob for the first time, so congratulations, Stephen. The two...
That's good.
Nobody is buying this. I mean, this is the thing. This is what's getting me. Nobody is buying it.
No, it wasn't. It was news yesterday, gone today.
I mean, Benny Johnson is pretending that he does.
Oh, of course.
40-year-old fat boy.
If I can give a little testimony here, a couple of days ago, I'm down here in Northern Virginia, and I've got a house for rent in Fairfax City, right? and I came down so I can come show the property, but I had to show it to multiple people. I think we had like 9 groups of people coming to show it, whatever, see the house that evening. And my tenants are pretty reasonable people, and I was kind of bummed out because they've been real decent people. That like, they've never called me to, you know what I mean, like just stupid stuff. So, long story short, I'm sitting there with them. In between, I had about an hour and a half, and I said, "Hey, I'll let you guys go ahead and just hang out and whatever before the next people are coming." And the only reason I scheduled this next people is because they already had an application from them. They had a pretty solid application, so on and so forth, and I already told them about it. And they were like, "No, go ahead and hang around us and all this." And so I came in. They were like, "Hey, you said you're gonna get something to eat. You want to get a pizza or something?" And I said, "Yeah, that's fine. We get a pizza." So we split a pizza. We started talking, and all of a sudden, just out of the blue, they just said, "Hey, did you guys see? Hey, Brian, did you see? Did you see the moon landing or the moon expedition that they had?" And I was like,
Artemis.
"Yeah, Artemis and all this," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that." And they were like, "That was fake as shit, wasn't it?" And I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Really? You guys are on board with that?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, now we can sit and talk." So all of a sudden, outside of being awkward and just sitting there with tenants, we just started getting into this whole Artemis thing about, these guys are like 24, 25, 26 years old. And we're just sitting there and they're just like, "That shit is fake as crap, don't you think?" And I said, "Boy, I've been posting stuff on Facebook for the last like 2 weeks about all this stuff."
Right.
And I was showing it to, boy, man, I was really surprised. I mean, 24-year-old, 25 and 26 years, that's what
man,
they're, 3 guys.
This is what's so funny about it, because these
Yeah.
people like Craig and McToon and shit, they gotta fucking pretend like it's real. They gotta pretend like it's fucking real. See?
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
And they got to do it with conviction.
And they just blew it out of the wind, just like nothing. I didn't even say anything about it. They just blew it right out of the wind right there and just knocked it out. And I was like, "Oh, now I can sit and relax and have my pizza."
You know why that
I
is,
was like,
Butterball?
"Now we can talk. All right, you guys are real cool. Why don't you stay along? I'll never raise your rent. I promise you, if you guys just stay, because I like you guys."
So where you been, Mr. Biscuits? You've been disappeared for a while.
Man, I have been around. It's just that I went back to work.
I hear you. Yeah, I do that every day.
I'm working for the you can look it up, but the
Yeah.
largest credit union in the world. There you go.
I remember that. Yeah.
I went back to that stuff and real estate and all that kind of stuff. But
I thought you were just doing real estate though back when you were.
yeah, I was doing that too, but I ended up getting this job that I couldn't say no to, and went back to that stuff, and it's been.
Well, we missed you over on Flat's side of the channel, but he's pretty much just covering religious topics now. So
I haven't been on his channel for a long time. It's been about 13 months. I think this contract. Well, I thought this contract was going to be up in December, but it got extended. I'm going until June 30th as of right now, and I'm kind of hoping it will end, but we'll see what happens. Maybe if they hear this broadcast, maybe they'll end it. I don't know. If not, then I probably have 6 more months outside of that. And I'm dumb enough that I'm just going to keep it going because I'm milking in the money. So
Cool. So here's another.
I'll be quiet.
We're staging an assassination attempt. Another one? At the Correspondents' Dinner, which celebrates the First Amendment. We'll make this about the Second. How American. My approval rating has never been so low. So end the war with Iran and release the Epstein file. Nah, this plan will distract from those. Of course it does. Here's the plan. The shooter is in the building. Wait, he's just in the building? Affirmative. With the entire top levels of government, and he's just in? Yeah, minimal security, no metal detectors. Oh, that's believable. He will then just sprint past us like Roadrunner, just Meet me shooting somewhat aimlessly as he does. So he's a stormtrooper? And then we'll stop him before he gets anywhere near the president. Who is the shooter?
Make sure he's a brown liberal teacher from California.
And will we find out next week that he supports the trans community? What happens to me? We'll stand you up very tall and calmly walk you away. Why would you stand me up tall when there's a shooter? First fake assassination, JD, huh? And what's my line? Just ad-lib when you walk past the camera. Okay, House, I just want to go home. How do guns upset you this much when you support the NRA like you do?
These are not the shots I was hoping for.
And I drink weasel semen, so I'm bullet. And what should I do? You run the FBI. What would you do if there was a shooter? I would just sit back at my table. Like this. Idiot!
And then we head to the White House and I give my prepared speech.
Prepared?
I say how I've been saved by God.
If I was involved, do you think I'd miss?
And this is why we need my new ballroom.
Oh, that's what this is all about.
Oh, dude.
Has anybody seen that? I saw people posting too about.
He says, I'm RFK and I drink weasel semen, so I'm bulletproof.
Oh, God.
I saw people posting about now you can't ask anymore why we need our own ballroom. Have you seen that? Anybody?
Yeah, I still don't understand why we need a ballroom. That's just because he comes out and says this is what people have been asking for, demanding for 150 years. I've never ever once heard anybody demand any such fucking thing. And I've been 60 years. I never heard anything about we need to have a ballroom. No. In fact, when we went to DC, they said this portion of the Kennedy Center is they use that for, performing arts and shit. And they have banquets here. And they also, they have ballrooms all over DC. There's no need to have one there at the fucking White House. And here's the key thing. If you want people to stop fucking killing you, stop being a dick. Okay? This is why the court's got to have metal detectors. Okay? True. Okay? It's not because there's been a rash of people trying to go and kill people in the courthouse, although it has happened.
Yeah.
What it is they know that they've fucked so many people over that their chances of somebody doing that are really great. That they know that they've ruined enough people's lives that their chances of somebody doing that is really good. So if you're that worried about it, why do you want to ruin everybody's fucking life and shit? You obviously know you're doing wrong, or you wouldn't be fearing retribution. If you're on the right side of things, then people aren't going to do that.
They're trying to protect their own lives. That's why.
So, is there any news on the George W. Bush? Where's it at right now?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
It'll be
there. What are you talking about? The ship?
Yep.
Oh, they've been there. What I said about the fucking numbers, they're starting to come out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I knew this was going to be a problem.
The Pentagon is now being accused of something pretty serious, and it has to do with U.S. troops injured in the Iran war. At one point, the official casualty count sat at 428 dead and wounded. Then, suddenly, it dropped. No explanation, no update, just 15 wounded troops removed from the list overnight. Now, the total is sitting closer to 413, and officials aren't saying why. When reporters asked questions, Pentagon spokespeople said they couldn't explain it, and that the one person who could answer was not available. And days later, there's still no answer. Kinda looks like a cover-up. Because here's the bigger issue. Even the official numbers may already be undercounting injuries. The system used to track casualties, known as the Defense Casualty Analysis System, reportedly isn't including hundreds of injuries, especially things like smoke inhalation, illnesses, or non-combat injuries that still take troops out of action. And at least one service member who died while deployed isn't even listed in the official death count. At the same time, Donald Trump continues to publicly say the number of deaths is low, repeatedly citing 13 fatalities. But the data itself is shifting, disappearing, and missing key details. So while the ceasefire with Iran is technically in place, the numbers behind the war are getting harder to trust, and the Pentagon isn't giving straight answers.
You expected that, didn't you, Saf? Yeah.
I did. I said that. I said they were lying about it right from the get-go.
When's the last time the Pentagon passed an audit? So why would you expect them to tell the truth about anything else?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
That would be never, I believe.
Is that for me, D-Man?
Yeah. I put the link in there. You asked where the where the bush was. I put the link in the chat.
Yeah. As soon as he gets there, I guarantee you they're going to go straight to flights and bombing, dude. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, I'm sure of it. That's going to be a problem. It's going to end up being a problem.
It's almost like there are a few people that knew something was coming. And I don't mean just her. I know people are saying conspiracy theory. I mean her husband also. Because you guys already saw this clip.
There will be some shots fired tonight.
And people got really upset with me saying I've lost my mind, right? Cut with the conspiracy theory crap, Eric. But it is almost like he knew something was coming, and Fox News didn't want you to know that he knew something was coming.
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me. And, right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened. And then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV. You do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially when you have so many people attempting to utilize the same cell service at the same time.
Oh, bullshit.
I did want to add this while we had a moment.
And remember, I'm the bad guy for showing this to you.
I don't think there's how would you? It's hard for me to run into anybody that thinks that shit was real.
She's a gold digger. I mean, her last name is obviously Tiny Hat from him. Do you know what the age get? All right, she's 28. Do you know how old he is, her husband?
He's like 60 something.
Yeah.
He's going to kick the bucket soon. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but I'm just saying that like
he could be
28 and 60.
He was like 40 years old when she was born.
And she,
wait a minute.
How do you think she got the job?
Yeah, but a lot of those guys do that stuff. Who was the actor from
Pacino?
Pacino did it. The actor from Tony Curtis did it.
Yeah.
Who was that guy that Anna Nicole Smith was?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, the old guy.
I'm not saying that she's the only one that does it. I'm just,
all it is a Cupid doll. They just hold it up and say, "Hey, look at what I got."
Yeah.
He's just buying a friggin' friend.
Piss off their kids.
Yeah. Well, that's what Trump does too. He just buys a wife.
Maybe I'm just a hater.
He's got three baby mamas. And if you think about it, Barron's an anchor baby.
Oh yeah. He's a Nephilim, you know that.
he's some kind of Nephilim. They need to send him up to the front. It's like Goliath. Yeah. It's like 7'9" or some shit like that now.
Yeah, some kind of DNA thing.
Bet you didn't see this. Just watch what happens in the comments.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
Living in a cognitive Wild West.
A cognitive Wild West.
Most people have near zero mimetic defenses or cognitive security suited for the age of synthetic media.
Near zero mimetic defenses or cognitive security
suited for the age of synthetic media.
The age of synthetic media.
The age of synthetic media.
Synthetic media.
Whatever immunity you have is worn down by the constant expectation of deception.
Whatever immunity you have is worn down by the constant expectation of deception.
The constant expectation of deception.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered. You've already epistemically
surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Bet you didn't see this. Just watch what happens in the...
It reminds me of ODD that he did with the news.
Yeah, it's all scripted shit. Every bit of it. Every fucking bit of it's scripted bullshit, man.
They all sit in the same meetings. They all go to the same agendas. They all, they go to the Bilderbergs, they go to the WEFs all together. They just spot the same stuff they spot there. They might even be AI for that matter.
They even go to the same island, guys.
That too.
The island is the distraction. I
Yeah,
will
It's all,
say that right
it's
now.
all Operation Northwood shit. That's all it is.
But that island's that's the distraction. That's nothing.
The
The
ranch
real
is the real
ranch and his and not just him, man. Not just him. You know, let's not forget about these fucking Ardennes forests and the Mothers of Darkness Castle and the Marc Dutroux case and all that shit. It's still going on, man. It's still going on. And now tomorrow we got King Charles coming to America. He's going to be right up here in DC.
Yeah. I got this
Oh,
from
really? When I'm going to be here? Damn it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Good thing somebody pointed out the fact that they had put up Australian flags instead of British flags. They changed them finally. Let's hope they hung them right side up.
Well, hang them upside down. That means distress, right?
It doesn't matter with a British flag.
No,
It's America.
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's the thing.
Australia.
My cousin, he got fucked on that when some British came here. Years ago, my cousin worked at the Mimsland down here, and it used to be like when somebody that foreign dignitaries would come and stay there. And when usually people from another country or whatever would come, they would on one of the flagpoles put up a flag of their nation on there. And these people were coming from Great Britain. And so they put a flag out and the people came in, they said, "Oh man, it's really lovely. And thank you for putting up a flag of our country." He said, "But there's just one little problem." He said, "Oh, really? What is it?" And he said, they told him, and he says, "Well, you've hung it upside down." He said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And he got out there and he lowered the flag and he started to flip it around and he realized that it was exactly the fucking same. And then people were standing up on the porch laughing and shit. And he took it good too. So they took him, bought him a drink and shit. They said, "Yeah, we were pulling that joke." Yanks.
Well, you could hang the Australian flag upside down. You can do that.
All right.
This guy unironically got on live television right after the White House Correspondents' Dinner incident and said, "I need my ballroom now."
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room and it's much more secure. It's drone proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
Please, I hate to bring it up. I can't believe I'm even talking about it. What a terrible time to talk about an impenetrable fortress for the tyrant dictator of the United States of America. But please give me my ballroom. We could have prevented all of this. There's nothing we could have done to prevent this. Look at this security footage.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this area?
You're telling me that you could not have secured this particular building against a guy running down a hallway? You're telling me there's nothing that could have been done about that except constructing a giant impenetrable fortress for you to enter into and never leave. You're telling me that the message you wanted to deliver to the American people more than anything when you got up behind that podium was, let me just have my ballroom and everything will be fine.
Oh, I know. Just more government will fix it. Right.
That's it.
Well, I got a solution to that. And this is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
But create a crisis, have them all go down in there and gas them.
There you go. Yeah, that'll work. So you think this big baby would actually do this stunt just so he gets his ballroom?
He'll try it, but I'm sure that people are seeing through it, as are we. Everybody is seeing through it, and I'm sure that on that level to where the quote unquote legal eagles sit, the ones that have blocked it already are going to not relinquish because of some kind of security concern. No, I don't see it working. It's not working. I mean, there's hundreds of other people making videos just asking that same thing. Why the fuck you got to have that? I even ask it. I'm like, wait a second. You're the guy that saved money using Sharpies, right? You negotiated a deal that never was negotiated. But in any case, you told us how frugal you were by doing that. And so what's more frugal? Beef up security at an event or build a impenetrable fortress? What he's wanting to do, and if you look at these designs, they look a lot like Solomon's Temple. Okay, I'm just saying. This motherfucker, and he's desperate to get this thing done by a certain time.
Don't forget the wall and the gold Sharpies.
Oh, and don't forget about he's going to want to put up the Arc de Trump there in DC and all this other magnificent bullshit and tributes to himself.
He's running out of time for all that.
Yeah.
Is he going to put up a Trump pyramid and
we need one.
Trump Tower, the Trump Eiffel Tower, and
we need that. We need all that shit.
I mean, we should,
and,
make it.
And what's the total tariffs that we've paid that's getting refunded to the corporations on top of that?
Oh, who fucking knows? That's not going anywhere but him. That motherfucker's
exactly.
Getting
money. He's bought out every corporation and everything else through that. My goodness.
Well, I heard he's worth 6.4 million now, right? Or is it billion?
Nobody gives a shit. He'll be dead soon, anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it ain't May yet. I said he'd be dead by May.
Yeah, age will take care of it. That's all right. And then we got numb nuts from Ohio, which is my home state.
The Plantier guy.
Palantir. And but no, it'll be that it's age and Big Macs. That's what's getting it. Fucking McDonald's.
We got shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Everybody's like, oh, is it staged? Is it not staged? I don't think it's staged. Why? Because nobody died. Usually, if they're going to go to the trouble to MK Ultra somebody, they're going to they got to have some blood. These Satan worshipers are like, somebody here has got to die. And like this dude, they're like, oh, he got right in and there was no security. No, the security who shot him, dude. Guy walked into the building, turned around, pulled a fucking shotgun out of a fucking bag and just started fucking running and blasting. He hit one Secret Service guy in the chest, but the fucking one hell of a vest. We should find out who makes that vest because it stopped a 12 gauge round. Pretty fucking close quarters.
That's not saying a whole lot.
No.
Okay.
And then they managed to fucking tackle the dude, and like, here's the silver lining. This might be the
still hurt like a motherfucker though. I can tell you that because you still got that inertia.
Yeah,
you still got
break
that
some bones.
You better have a trauma pad underneath that fucking thing. That's for sure.
It's gonna break some bones.
Maybe
Batman suit. Yeah.
No, there was nothing real about this. Well, how did he get naked? That's what I want to know. How the fuck all of a sudden he got naked?
I think everybody's asking that question.
He ate the sign while he was running too. The sign disappeared.
I know, right? This is some nutty shit.
First time, and this is the other reason I don't think it's staged, because there was no pre-planned like campaign fundraising or like gun laws already written that they fucking wanted to have passed. Like all they're asking for is a ballroom out of this. This might be the lowest ask on any shooting where they didn't be like, hey, give us some of your rights. Somebody shot at us. Fucking give us your rights. So bonus to that, Trump only wants his ballroom. I mean, like, the fuck is that gonna matter, right? Like, even during Obama, somebody jumped the fence and ran at him. I'll tell you this, it's clear that they don't need any more security because the security they had worked just fine. Like, they got the guy before he even got close to anybody. He never made it into the ballroom. He's out in some hallway. And just, all you do is need some good guys with a gun. Obviously, they solved the problem. Spying and all the cameras and all the fucking spying they do on everybody didn't prevent this. Because you're never going to get to pre-crime. Is that really where you want to go? Like, no. Like, that's not where you want to go. And obviously, everything we have right now, just some security guards with guns, are sufficient to stop a fucking shooter. There you go. And then once again, if it was staged, they would have killed somebody. Like, that's right. Like, they don't go to all that fucking MK Ultra work not to fucking get a body. So that's what I think about that. We'll see what comes out in the future. I've seen the fucking IDF sweatshirt. I'm sure fucking, I don't know, maybe the dude just goes to Goodwill and didn't know better. The JPL and the NASA connection, though, like, that's kind of weird, right? Like, that's a little fucking weird. California, you definitely got a fucking problem, though. But, like, tell me something I don't know, right? Tell me something I don't know. Anyway, that's what I know about that. Good luck to you all. Long live the Republic.
He's
I think it was all full stage theater, man. Here's the thing: you got to ask yourself. You got some stunning shots, stunning photographs of the Secret Service in action, right?
Yeah.
Who was taking that?
Yeah, good question.
Who was filming that? Everybody else is ducking down. Here's a motherfucker with a camera. He ain't ducking down. He's filming everything.
Yeah. The same thing happened when Trump got shot in the air. The guy with the hat who just stood there up and everybody else was running. And he was just like, oh, let me stay there. Real quick.
As far as
real quick, Sav, if you have any questions about balls, Dead Inside 420 said he specializes in balls and rooms for balls and ball accessories.
Okay, well, I've never really been too concerned with balls a whole lot.
Don't encourage him.
So has anybody gone down the rabbit hole of what the ballroom actually is? It's a data center.
It's Solomon's Temple, man.
No, it's a data center underground because they have a lot of HVAC people coming in there.
You ain't gonna know what the fuck it is. That's what the reality of it is, because there's more to it than just a ballroom.
Yeah, it's underground too. So just
They're gonna have to clear out all the tunnels first.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of
there's
the
a lot of
tunnels,
dead hookers to get rid of down there somewhere too.
Yeah. Might be my mom down. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Jesus.
I won't tell you, Mom.
I like this dude's take on this.
We do have breaking news out of Washington, D.C.
No one cares. That's the real story here. Literally, no one cares. Everyone thinks this is fake. Because of course they do. Because everything is fake. Everything is spectacle and theatrics, which isn't a new thing in the world of politics and media, but the laziness and lack of seriousness with which this circus of an administration is operating has certainly made apathy a mainstream response to it. I mean, he bombed a girls' school in Iran and hasn't owned up to it yet. Of course, no one cares that someone allegedly tried to off him. He teamed up with a genocidal maniac to start a war that will not only cost thousands of lives, it will also collapse the entire world economy. For no reason. Why would we care? He has rolled back every conceivable protection for the environment and keeps spreading anti-science propaganda so his friends can make a little bit more money. Why would we care about yet another half-assed assassination attempt? He has done all in his power to destroy the entire Western world order and strengthened Russia and China in the process. Oh no, someone tried to shoot the president again. Just as his poll numbers are tanking. Oh no, what a coincidence. Everything he touches, everyone he surrounds himself with, are fake. Fake lips, fake tits, fake gold, fake pools, fake Bible verses, for crying out loud. False promises to voters, false prophets in his cabinet, false flags for the cameras, and if I may say so, a somewhat subpar acting from the cast this time.
I just want to go find you.
What a great idea, Erica. You should go home and stay there. No one cares anymore. And maybe that's the point, I don't know. Not to convince you of anything, not to win, just to make reality so exhausting. So exhausting to hold on to that we just give in and play along. Or maybe it's just a sad attempt at getting support and funding for his ridiculous ballroom. It's probably, that's probably it, yeah. This is the end of news.
Yep.
Oh, so tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah.
I read comments this morning on a couple of YouTube channels that normally don't that normally don't really comment on a lot of the whole Trump stuff. And normally it's just, left, right crap. And every single comment that I read, every single one, everybody said, this is the fakest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody.
I
And I
know.
was just like,
That's what I said.
holy.
Nobody's buying this shit at all. Nobody is. They're all just going,
It's
bullshit.
completely bypassed left, right, red, blue, any kind of politics whatsoever. Everybody's like, Artemis is fake.
I know.
Everybody. It's no shit anymore. Everybody's like, that shit looks so fake. It's unreal. How the fuck do these people get away with it? Should have read the comment section. This is awesome.
That's why you know something big's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
he's just
tomorrow's
trying
Monday,
to strum
right?
up support at this point. That's all it is. He's just trying to
Cubby
strum
just had a really good point on that. I mean, that's seriously it.
Mm-hmm.
Cubby just said exactly it. Like, that's why you know something big is about to happen. Seriously, there has to be a reason behind all of this. There's got to be something. Like, they can't be this dumb.
What happened last week?
Something.
No, it's a test. It's a
I
test
think
leading
it's
up
like
to the big. Sorry.
I think it's like a kind of a disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
like
Well, it's a disclosure, but it's there's got to be something that they're literally going to just break the system.
Hey, you know what? Maybe it's
Right?
always. Hold on, think about this though. Maybe it's always been this fucking stupid, but we just never saw it before. And now
There you
more
go.
and more people with this vibration, this truth vibration, and it's like they can't snow us anymore. People are seeing right through it.
And can I ask a question? What happened last week? Melania Trump just comes out of nowhere, middle of nowhere, and says, "Oh, I've never been with Epstein. I don't know Epstein. He's no friend of mine." You can kind of see the parallels of either what's coming by all of this other shit that they're chucking into the whole news cycle. They're either trying, when they do this shit, they're either trying to muck up the airtime, so that way if something does come out, they are ahead of it, or they're trying to divert your attention from one thing to something else so that you don't focus on anything for any prolonged period of time or look into anything.
Maybe this whole Project Bluebeam thing is really a lot bigger than what we ever thought.
I think all these things are, all these things leading up to what I said, something big is going to happen. These are all just tiny little tests to see how the public reacts to everything, right? Like, what can we get away with? What do we need to go bigger? Do we need to go bigger? All right, now's the time. Let's go big.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go
This
big or
whole
go.
fake alien invasion, they're going to push this thing so hard. It's just,
They
what
are,
else are you
man.
going to believe? I mean, that's it. That's all I can
Fuzzy's on it. Fuzzy knows.
Taste the biscuit.
They are.
Biscuits. You haven't heard the biscuit song, have you?
Butter Biscuits has never heard the biscuit song.
I don't know.
It's his theme song.
Is it? Ah, nice.
Play it. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Maybe. I don't know.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Oh, yeah, I heard
the
it.
honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
It's me in a few years, my wife.
Pretty good right there, bro.
That's it, man.
The best
Yeah.
story ever was Saab was walking around the house saying, "Taste the biscuit," and his wife just looked at him and said, "Stop."
You're
Stop.
gonna make Andrew jealous, man. I'm telling you.
Speaking of that guy, wasn't he going to bring up an illegal alien or something?
Something about
He never did.
He, no offense, but he sounded like he sounded like extra Andrew. Extra.
I was listening to you guys before I came on.
The
It was
fuck?
freaking.
He said something about it. I was like, yeah, I said, go ahead. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to ask. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Okay, well, I wanted to ask. I know, go ahead. I'm like, stop, man. Come on. So this is kind of crazy.
The biscuits again.
Does the assassination attempt that just happened to the president, does that have to do with David Wilcock? So if you're paying attention, you've noticed his really odd push to time travel and things having to do with that. Of course, with this account named Henry Martinez putting one post up saying Cole Allen, and Henry Martinez was a NASAA or NASA paper that he wrote. Yeah, he worked for NASA. He wrote a paper, Henry Martinez. The Henry Martinez account said his name years ago. We'll get to David in 1 second. And then you go back to the Henry Martinez account, you see this picture, which is actually called Time Machine with a reverse image search. And maybe not, who knows? I mean, it could be anything that people are saying. It looks a lot like, you know, that Butler image from the president and all that stuff going down. And people are even saying that Cole Allen almost looks like a baby that these two had. And of course, the time travel angle, right? Let me tell you guys a little bit about energy harvesting, or what some people call illusion. You manipulate the emotions in such a great way that they're basically able to drain your energy and put it into something else. Now you have all these accounts calling for the DC ballroom. So we have the ballroom, the ballroom, the ballroom. We also have that image of the arch they want to put, which is Apollo's arch. We also have the AI image of the president, adding that thing to the top, which is Apollo. Remember this?
You're going to lose. You're not going to win. It's inevitable. We already know because the future timeline is fixed.
One of his biggest areas of study was time travel, Project Looking Glass, to look into the future. But I'll put it this way, there's a group of people writing out scenarios and events, and they just seem to happen every single time. But time travel is real. Humans are the only spiritual creatures bound to time. God outside of time. Jesus slain from the foundation of the earth outside of time. The adventures of Baron Trump, the last president, on and on. So the question is, how are y'all enjoying the movie? And is it possible that Satan and his angels are looking into the future and telling people what to write? And I do want to mention one thing like I did last time. We are not going to lose. In the flesh, the world, yeah, it's screwed. And the spirit, we know the one who already won. You know how David was, a target individual? No, completely not, right? There's no way. Special guest on YT in about 1 hour.
What? That's some crazy shit.
I just want to make a statement. Time travel does exist. When you travel, it takes time. There you go.
There you go. I think you got it. I think you've got it figured out. It's because of your pioneering of the research and being a flat domer. I think
it's not easy being flat domer number one. I'm the only one. I'm like the last of the Mohicans. I'm a dying breed.
Well, I'm starting up a Frank Grillo fan club if anybody wants to join. He's become my favorite actor now.
Cole Thomas Allen, the alleged shooter at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, has a very interesting LinkedIn profile that's just surfaced on X. I've taken that profile and I've done a little bit of a digging around because there was some key words in that just triggered, for me, some curiosity. One was that his connection with JPL. So he's graduated from Caltech with an engineering degree in 2017. He earned a master's in computer science in 2025. But in the summer of 2014, he held a summer undergraduate research fellowship at NASA's JPL. His work involved adding modeling capability for planets around previously excluded stars, updating chemical reaction data, and identifying discrepancies between model versions. He also interned at mechanical engineering and designing 3D printed wearable cases for medical control systems. He was named Teacher of the Month in the LA County. He released an indie game called Ballroom on Steam, and his voter registration lists no party preference. So this is where it becomes notable in his profile. Allen's 2014 JPL fellowship places him inside the laboratory during a period where at least two of the scientists that are currently missing scientists investigation were actively working there. Frank Maywald, JPL scientist, is one of them. had been at the laboratory since 1999, and he specialized in instruments capable of detecting biochemical signatures on other worlds. He died on the 4th of July, 2024 at 61, no cause of death, and no autopsy was ever performed, and NASA and JPL didn't release any public statements on that. Michael David Hicks, also a research scientist at JPL for 24 years, specialized in the physical properties of comets and asteroids. He worked on NASA's DART asteroid deflection mission. He died on the 30th of July, 2023. He was age 59, and his cause of death was also never made public. Carl Grillmer. Now, this is the most recent, obviously February 16, 2026. He was the astrophysicist at Caltech's IPAC, which operates in close integration with JPL. Materials Processing Group has been missing, Monica Reza was the director of JPL's Materials Processing Group, was missing since June 2025 and after vanishing while hiking. So we know about those two cases. They're probably the most well-known apart from Kazlan. But Alan's internship work on planetary modeling and chemical reaction data sits adjacent to the biosignature detection and planetary categorization research that defines the careers of Maywald and Hicks. So the FBI and House Oversight Committee are currently investigating those deaths and disappearances of those 11 scientists and counting, tied to the aerospace, nuclear, and classified defense programs. The committee has requested briefings from FBI, DOD, DOE, and NASA with a deadline of April 27. So from where I'm sitting in Australia, the date is the 26th. It's the 25th in the US. There's no motive at this stage about the shooting. Of course, this is a breaking story and there's still an active investigation and God knows what else is going to come up. But it's just a real pattern of people who seem to be involved in the research ecosystem community having non-ordinary end of life. And why on earth would a teacher of the month change course and become a potential assassin? It makes no sense. And maybe, I'm just drawing connections where there are no connections to be made. And I'm not certainly drawing any conclusions on that. I'm just saying, it's just weird, don't you think? What do you reckon?
So here's my thought. Why don't they get Toon and Craig and just knock them out too? Anybody?
What if it's somebody from the future coming back to prevent something from happening?
Marty, it's the Libyans.
It could be. I don't know, man.
Quantum leap.
Gonna bring up.
Yeah, like quantum leap. Maybe that's it. Maybe that guy, somebody quantum leaped into that teacher's fucking body and did this. You
had to bring up Scott Backus, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes. Harbaugh.
No, wasn't it Hal the name of the computer? Hal told me.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. That was Hal was the computer in 2001.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What was the name
that
of
was
it?
Ziggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ziggy. My wife loves that show. And said, is that Scott Bakula? Yeah, that's who that was.
Yeah, Scott Bakula. I said Backus, but I was close.
Got him confused with who's the
Lovey.
Right, he was the millionaire.
Better get right. You'll get
Jim
fact checked
Backus.
in a heartbeat around
Jim
these
Backus.
parts.
Jim Backus, that's right. That's right.
All right, sorry about that. I correct myself.
Who played Jethro?
Oh, I used to know this. Max Bear.
Junior.
Yeah, Max Bear.
Yeah, but as Max Bear Jr., Max Bear Sr. had his own notoriety and fame.
Yeah, he was a boxer.
He was a boxer,
40s,
heavyweight boxer.
30s.
You know, he is a shell of the character that was sold to the American people when he came down that escalator at Trump Tower over a decade ago to announce his 2016 run for the presidency. And now it's just so easy to see this guy for what he is. A criminal and a coward who will happily commit this country to a couple more decades of war in the Middle East, a couple 100,000 more young American men to be fed into the meat grinder, so long as that's what Daddy Bibi orders.
What do you say to the American people who question how much longer this will take? Obviously, you know that they are having
You're such a disgrace. Did you hear what I just said? Vietnam. How many years was Vietnam?
I understand, sir. But
How many
you are
years was
past your
Vietnam?
six-week
Now
deadline.
what we're doing is sitting back and seeing what deal. And if they don't want to make a deal, then I'll finish it up.
Here, what the hell is this guy even talking about? Vietnam? He's grunting Vietnam back at the reporter. Vietnam, he says. How long were we in Vietnam? He says. You're a disgrace, he says. What the hell is he even talking about? You know, he is a shell of the...
That's for real. I mean, because we were in Vietnam for a long time, it means it's okay to be in Iran. What?
Right.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't get this guy, man. This is this Larry Johnson. You know who he is? Oh, what was I going to ask y'all something about?
Yeah, he was a basketball player for the Suns.
Charlotte Hornets.
I'm going to ask y'all something. I forgot what it was now. Damn it.
It'll be back.
He's got a closet full of T-shirts of all the same Hawaiian shirt.
Let's see how our poll is doing. If you haven't voted in the poll, we were saying that the White House correspondent shooting was what? A lone nut trying to assassinate, a false flag, or I like furries. And we have lone nut is at 4%, 79% say false flag, and 17% say I like furries. That was incidentally the very first vote that came in. As soon as
that was dead inside.
Of course.
Dead inside was
it's like that. Why am I not surprised? This is like I just thought why am I not surprised that is the first one that comes up? This audience is out there right there with me. I love it. I love it. But yeah, no, this Larry Johnson, former CIA officer. There's no such thing.
No such thing.
He said that shooting was completely staged. Let's see here what he's got to
Yes,
say.
older bones. That is the only war that's going on that's real. The war on the skies on us.
Yes, the war on your mind, man.
That too. Well, that has part to do with it.
Yes, yeah, they keep you drugged out, man. Maybe we're just really high. We don't know because of the shit they're dropping on us. I mean, it might be like microdosing us with LSD or something, you know.
Could be, for all we know.
Of course, I'd know. You know, you get that first yawn, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I know what's coming next.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't experienced any telepathy. The colors
No,
on
not
it more
ESP,
exciting than they were.
not
a few days
ESP,
ago.
LSD.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe I am high then. I don't know.
However, some people have claimed to be able to enhance the powers of ESP with LSD, but only those that are really a VIP.
I might have to call Miss Cleo and ask her.
Miss Cleo, call Cleo for answers.
Call me now.
I couldn't foretell my own bankruptcy.
Thank you for the chance to chat. The story stinks to high heaven.
No.
Let me explain the some of the issues, and let me emphasize this is not just my opinion. I've got a buddy who ran Reagan's security detail after Reagan was shot. Experienced Secret Service officer. He actually set up the training protocols that Secret Service is supposed to adhere to, which they are no longer following. Now, let me emphasize that. So the first thing that caught my eye, the first person that's taken off the stage. So you got gunfire outside of the ballroom. It's not inside the ballroom. The first person to be taken off stage was J.D. Vance. And I look at it and go, what in God's name is going on? The protocol The standard, the requirement is the president. Get the president. Everybody else can die. The president, that's who you save. That's what Secret Service is supposed to be trained to do. They didn't do that. They take off J.D. Vance. So you're going, okay, what's going on? Trump initially, you know, everybody else is ducking behind tables. He's sitting there calmly looking around like, did he know this was going to happen? Was this staged? I believe it was staged.
Yep.
And we'll get into that. The second thing is the failure of the security perimeter, that it was not properly set up. So the way this should be done is you have a perimeter outside the hotel, okay? So you set the first layer that nobody gets past that first layer unless they have a right to be in that hotel. They can show that they're a guest or that they got an invitation. Otherwise, nobody gets.
Yep. They didn't have that. It should have been first, at least primary and secondary at the very least. You know.
Slav, I got a question. Remember, they gave him a cowboy hat, right?
Yeah, white cowboy hat.
So yeah, I think that they maybe they brush Vance off because I mean, if he'll take over, you know what happens.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, all the AI shit comes in immediately in 10 seconds of him getting that seat.
Yeah, even Tucker Carlson's calling it out. You wouldn't believe that.
Was this just a coincidence or another staged incident?
Tonight will be classic. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
Hours before the chaos, Caroline Leavitt told America to watch tonight because Donald Trump would bring the heat and there would be shots fired. Then suddenly, real shots were fired near the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Shots fired. The Secret Service rushes in and they let Trump continue to sit there. And now they're going to resume the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and Trump still plans to deliver a speech. I'm not saying this was staged to boost Trump's tanking approval numbers, but it certainly looks odd. Trump was rushed out, guests hid under tables, Secret Service swarmed the room. So the question everyone is asking now, how did they know? Was shots fired just political slang or a chilling phrase that aged horribly within hours? Americans deserve transparency. If this was a real attack, security failures must be exposed. If it was political theater, that would be one of the biggest manipulations in modern history. Until the full truth comes out, millions will keep asking the same question: coincidence or calculated?
Yeah, man, because there are already people been calling out Butler. You know, like Tucker Carlson calling out Butler, Pennsylvania. A lot of people. A lot of the big influencers.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't gonna have much need for a Democrat or Republican president. We're heading towards 1984, Big Brother, where they just project somebody up on a screen that tells us everything we have to and need to do.
Yeah.
Like it's not. We're not going to need. We're just headed towards AI governance and surveillance. So
and there's a video game called Fallout 3. It's an older video game.
Yeah.
The president of the United States in the video game is just a television.
Right.
That's all it is. A TV.
That's where we're headed.
Yep.
And then you already got AI, right? AI just create whatever it wants to as a supposed president. Just create an image, maybe a Lego for that matter.
Right.
Yeah. So
it'd be more entertaining to watch a Lego.
And those are pretty good. I like.
Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Oh, hey. So somebody tried to kill the president again at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Here's some of the scene.
Oh.
Now, as someone who has been to many events in D.C., including seeing Trump speak at the D.C. Marriott, this was during his first term at a realtor conference, when he came to speak, the hotel was completely locked down. There were multiple concentric circles of security. It wasn't just one security line and, hey, there's the president. You were stopped at the door of the hotel, at the entrance of the conference center, and at the doors of the ballroom. This guy apparently sprinted through one Secret Service line, shooting one of the officers in his bulletproof vest, and then making it all the way into the ballroom where the president is. And this conveniently follows Trump's ballroom getting shut down and the fact that he may have to reveal subcontractors for the top portion, $400 million that he probably dished out to his buddies. He also happens to be currently trying to end the Homeland Security shutdown. And the second the assassination attempt is over, Trump is talking about both of these things.
It's not a particularly secure building. And I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before.
Oh, and he also just learned that he has the lowest approval rating in history. I am not going to say that this was staged. I'm not.
You pretty much did. The whole thing of that is, you know, who's been screaming for this for 150 years? I've never heard one fucking mention of it until this orange fucking turd came up with it.
Think about it this way, Sov. They went 150 years and didn't have one problem.
Yeah. Nobody was screaming for it at all, ever.
Nobody's ever screamed for it.
Well,
hey guys, guys, we couldn't find the nuclear bombs in Iran, so we're just gonna go ahead and fill the ballroom.
All right, I'm only gonna be here for just a moment because my Mexican doesn't want to come on camera.
Okay.
So he's doing work right now, but I asked him multiple times. He's a good friend. He's a hard worker, but and he happens to be Mexican. But
tell Jorge I said hi.
Well, I told him, like, everyone here is a flat earther and you know, Christian orientated in some sort of a way, and he doesn't want to do it.
Well,
I said, just come on for fucking 20 seconds. He said no.
Well, you can't force people, you know. Nope. But you can.
I could actually aim my webcam in a certain direction. And,
why would you do that? That ain't nice.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So
look, we even have dance routines on here. Look.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Can't believe that fucking guy hid behind his wife.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you fight it till you try to do that conga beat.
Dr. Evil.
I like that. I like that song.
So, didn't you spend like a week on Butler doing shows?
Oh yeah, I mean, there was all kinds of shit. In fact, I had a fake bandage I wore on my ears for it.
Was that Gloria Estefan? I can't remember.
Yeah, and the Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah, Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Do you like a chimichanga? No, you want to get one any longer? Let's go ahead and smoke the bongo. Yeah, do. I know that song.
Have Andrew put in the order.
Andrew found Sandy's channel last night. He fell in love with it, didn't you, Andrew?
He's over there. He's making sure he's
yelling orders.
No,
reprimanding.
El Cuidado wire. So yeah, the cameraman was the only guy not ducking for cover. Look. where Trump fell down. He says he didn't fall down.
There's the president being escorted. The president being escorted out one side. The vice president being escorted.
The cameraman doesn't even fucking go. Here's another thing that's suspicious of this. He's never attended White House Correspondents' Dinner ever before.
This is first?
The only time he ever did was back in 2011. He was there when Obama was there, and Obama made jokes about him. And you could tell it really got under his skin. It really got under his skin. And that's, I think, why Iran, they see right through it like I do. That it's like, dude, you can't, you weren't about to let comedians come up there and take pokes at you, which is what happens at every correspondence dinner.
Yeah.
He can't take it. He can't take it. And this was a convenient opportunity. So the first time he shows up to this happens. The first time CNN, first and only time CNN ever covered a Trump rally was in Butler, Pennsylvania. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
Yeah. That's the same guy that filmed the moon landings, right? The same cameraman? He's got nerves still, dude.
The same guy that captured the picture of Trump with the bullet and all that shit in the air. He's the same guy that got the picture of George Bush being told that the World Trade Center had been hit.
Wow. No joke?
Yeah. Same photographer.
Winky dink.
Yeah.
Look here.
I just want to go. I just want to go. I just need to leave. I need to go. I just want to go.
I'm surprised you wasn't wearing yoga pants, skin tight.
There's no place like home.
She's got some of that Cash Patel disease.
It's fucked, man. Everybody's making fun of that broad, man. So bad. Oh, this one's pretty good too. Here you go. Legos, guys.
Uh-oh, more Legos.
I love these.
All right, Sal, before I take off, I just want to say good night, guys.
All right, brother.
Butter biscuits.
Take care, guys.
Good hearing
All right,
from you.
brother.
Take care, man.
Don't stay away so long.
Forget to taste the biscuit, man.
Taste the biscuit. Taste.
You got to do that.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Breaking news, coming in live. Washington, D.C., April 25. The White House Correspondents' Dinner was set. The biggest night the press corps could get. Cameras rolling, reporters in their seats. Nobody knew what was coming down the streets. The Washington Post dressed up real fine. Every journalist standing right in line. Politicians seated, cabinet in place. Trump and Melania smiling, taking their space. J.D. Vance was there, the whole administration too. RFK Jr. in the room with a view. The dinner was fancy, the crowd was hyped. Nobody had a clue the evening would be swiped. 8:30 p.m., the chandelier shine. Everything was peaceful, everything was fine. And somewhere near the lobby, near the checkpoint door, something nobody expected hit the floor. A man came walking in with weapons on him loaded, charged straight at security before the scene exploded. Secret Service agents yelled out, shots fired, and in that single moment, the whole night expired. Breaking news, live from D.C. The gunman hit the checkpoint, 1, 2, 3. Agents moved in fast, they tackled him down. Secret Service locked it up all over town. Trump was on the stage, then off in a flash. Melania beside him, making a dash. Vance was out the door, the cabinet too. This is what happened, bringing it to news. His name came out as Code. Thomas Allen, 31 years old, from Torrance, California, former tutor. Came with weapons in hand, walked right up that checkpoint with a very bold plan. Charged the magnetometer in, exchange fire right there. Secret Service agents were already aware. Multi-layer protection, the system held tight. One brave officer got shot that night, but that vest did the job, saved him from harm. Trump called the officer later, calm and warm. Said the agent was fine and great spirits too. Said the Secret Service did what they were trained to do. The suspect got tackled, handcuffed on sight, taken to the hospital, charged before midnight, using a firearm in a crime of violence, assault on a federal officer, breaking the silence. Breaking news, live from D.C. The gunman hit the checkpoint, 1, 2, 3. Agents moved in fast, they tackled him down. Secret Service locked it up all over town. briefing room ready, flanked by officials. His voice calm and steady, called the shooter a lone wolf. Said he was taken down by the bravest agents working in this town. Said no prior warning, no threat was known. Said the Secret Service showed what they had shown. Posted on Truth Social, praised every agent. Said the evening would be restored. Keep being patient. Wolf Blitzer told the cameras he was feet away. Said the weapon was serious in the fray. Guests were under tables, hiding behind chairs. People running out and rushing down the stairs. The ballroom went from dinner to a scene. One of the most dramatic nights the press has ever seen. House Speaker Johnson rushed out through a door. Washington Hilton had never seen this before. So that is the story. That is what went down on the night of April 25 in D.C. town. Security held firm, no lives were lost. The system did the job, but not without a cost. One officer was brave, one suspect is in custody. History will record this night accordingly. The correspondence didn't pause, but it will return. And every single lesson from this night we must learn. This is Big Info Plays, live from the scene of most dramatic correspondence. Dinner there has been, stay safe, stay informed. Keep watching the news. This is your round Lego animation coming through.
That's the story they want you to get.
Isn't it? Don't they have special rules if politicians, like the president or certain politicians, don't they have to have, like, if the president is out, they have to have the vice president somewhere in case something happens, and then they
there are instances where the vice president and the president are together, for instance, like at a State of the Union. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole outfit is there. And so what they have is what's known as a designated survivor. Okay. There was actually a TV show called Designated Survivor.
Oh.
And this guy, he was like Secretary of Agriculture or some shit like that, or Secretary of Education. And it was his turn. It's like a rotating roster, and one person is taken and put into a safe location.
What's it called again?
Some kind of an attack would take place and take out the whole thing as part of the continuity of government. And that person then would become president of the United States. And that's what that whole TV show was with Kiefer Sutherland. And
oh, okay. What's it called again?
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. Yeah, somebody blows up the entire Capitol building during a State of the Union address, and a majority of the Congress and the whole cabinet was there, and it wiped out everybody. So he ends up, they come in and swear him in and tell him you're president of the United States and shit. You know?
Okay, I see it. All right, yeah, that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show, really. Pretty decent. Yeah, this guy, he made some kind of a break for a wheelchair or some shit. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing to us.
A break.
Yeah, this is. Oh, yes, there you go. This is pretty funny.
Hello, fake assassination department, where it's more than just a fad. How can I help you? I'm sorry, what? The White House Correspondents' Dinner. You mean the one that's tonight? No. I understand why you need this to happen. His numbers are tanking. People are talking about Epstein again. And the whole Strait of Hormuz debacle is just blowing up in his face. My question is, why are you asking for this now? I cannot throw something together in a couple of hours, okay? This is a carefully planned piece of staged political intrigue, not a dinner party for an 8th grade graduation. I know it worked in 2024. You know why it worked in 2024? Because I had time to make it work. I had time to teach the Secret Service choreography. I had time to set up that little fist photo op thing, and I had time to give the president a little vial of fake blood and instruct him on how to put it on his ear in a somewhat believable fashion. And believe me, that last bit was actually the hardest thing of the whole debacle. All it was dab, 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 then come up. Dab, 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 then come up. And it took him 3 hours to get it right. 6 months of planning. And you want me to do this in... Where is my watch? I'm starting to think you guys go to this well little too much. You had the one in Pennsylvania in 2024, then another one on a golf course a few months later, and now this. Fellas, This is not like using your dead grandmother in order to get out of a math test, all right? We're dealing with severely diminishing returns. Fine, you can send me over a copy of the president's jokes, but I'm telling you, it's not going to make this go any smooth. Oh my God. On second thought, I can work something up, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be good. Also, not to sound like a broken record, but all this could be avoided if you just finished the ballroom. That way, I could have virtually any kind of fake assassination attempt just ready to go. Best I can do is a couple of shots fired in the lobby before Secret Service takes him down. And it is important that Secret Service takes him down before anybody has a chance to ask him any questions. Half my job is finding patsies, and I am scraping the bottom of the barrel. At this point, I'm pretty much down to loners on the dark web and dudes in community college improv troops. No, we can't use DoorDash grandma again. We've already used her too much, and people are starting to get suspicious. Also, make sure the president doesn't know this is happening. We'll need footage of him looking surprised when the Secret Service shoves him to the ground like an old beanbag chair. I'm gonna need you to hold on a second. Caroline Levitt's talking about tonight's correspondents' dinner on the news.
This speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired, shots fired, shots fired.
I'm gonna have to put you on hold for a second. Hey, DoorDash grandma, got a question for you. How would you like to meet the president again? No, not like that.
I like how when he was talking, he had like a bottle of Pepto in his hand.
Yeah. Trying to stave it off, man. What is this one?
Good evening, fellas. Hope everyone's having a good night.
What's up, man?
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good, RG.
That's good, man. Yeah, I seen y'all were on, so I figured why not jump on for a few minutes.
Riding
So
dirty.
what do you think's going to happen, Sav? You think they're using this to push the envelope some more, push the goalpost toward this biosurveillance shit? Like,
No,
you know,
I don't think anybody's buying it. It's not working for anything. You know, everybody sees it for what it is. You know, it's not like a lot of other false flags where people believe it. Nobody believes this.
right? I'm just wondering if people are actually going to try to see where it's going and try to cut it off at the neck before shit starts to, you know, because the laws get written and all that shit when nobody's looking. Like, we see this dumb shit they try to pull, but, you know, on the other hand, you know, and a lot of people are, you know, out that do believe it and want to vote to, you know, try to push toward this medical revamping.
That is a good point that you bring up, because they are trying to pass a surveillance bill. I forget the name of it. You know, they do a lot of that stuff while they're trying to pull all these little false flags and psyops. So, I mean, yeah, you make a good point there.
Well, and the reason I bring it up just because the main reason why I jumped on is because, you know, from what I'm seeing, you know, they're trying to do everything wirelessly in this new, just because my condition, like they sent me my little packet from Social Security and Medicaid and all that, wanting me to be re-evaluated to make sure I'm eligible, right, for disability insurance and stuff like that. And part of it is, you know, I'm reading through it a lot of different things on different sites, but what I found at the National Institute of Health and at NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. So what they're doing is through the biosurveillance is all wireless. So what they'll be able to do is read your molecules and see if you're headed toward like a mental break or something, then you might be dangerous to the community. So they might as well go ahead and give you that that movie precognition and then put your ass in a loony bin until your body reacclimates or whatever, you know. But yeah, they are definitely pushing for that with the medical biosurveillance. Yeah.
Well, one thing is the amount of money that we pissed away over however many amount of years far surpasses trillions of it. There shouldn't even be a welfare system. There should be they should have money set aside for people in situations like yours and others where, you know, they could just dip into a certain money that we've set aside for, people that have whatever conditions or whatever. They shouldn't have a welfare system that you have to depend on, just like Social Security. Like I said, they've pissed away so much money, they could have fixed this a trillion times over by now. But no, they want you dependent upon the government. That's, why they have the welfare system. They want you to depend on them for the answer to everything, the Hegelian dialect. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I think one part that stood out to me that I kind of agree with, but I don't is, well, I don't know yet. Let's see where it goes. But the point that we're making about if a person is just leeching off the system, like welfare, and they aren't as disabled as they're made out to be, and their doctor can approve them for, partial payment disability, but at the same time, if they can work, a part-time job, then, it goes to help put money into whatever they're pissing away. But I kind of see that, if you're not as disabled as some people, that you should probably want to work, But I think allowing people to leech for so long, it's going.
It just
downhill.
shouldn't. When you break it down to the basics of it, like, you shouldn't be dependent on government. That's the bottom line, and that's what they want.
Good point.
A hand up versus a handout. That's the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There. So I'll land my plane here, but the reason I asked your opinion, Saul, because it's important. This is your show and everything. I just wanted to figure, like, do you think that might be a necessity for once they get all this Palantir shit up and everything in place, which they almost pretty much have, who do you think should be in charge of controlling that lever there? That, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it should be government.
What difference does it make? Whoever has
people, if you're in touch with your community, I think you would be in a better position.
Abuse it. No, whoever has it's going to abuse it. That's all.
Yeah. The road to hell was paved with good intentions, and that's for everything.
You don't need it at all. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
everything's created, with the intention of it being good, but then obviously evil always gets a hold of it. That's with everything.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they compartmentalize it, to hell and back, where nobody at the bottom's got to say so, really. Even if you voice your opinion at city council or whatever, it's just in one ear and out the other of these people.
That's just it. You give them the authority. You've given them the authority to do the shit by participating with them. Why can't ordinary citizens just go ahead and start doing shit like that? What happens?
Yeah.
All right. So we need to hold them to the same standards. I don't care if you got a badge or not. You're doing shit to fuck up the world. We're going to stop you. That's all.
Hell yeah. I'm down with that, bro. Put my chair in nitro and goddamn drag race them, win some money, and help my community. That would be some shit, though, wheelchair racing.
Yeah, there you go. Stupid up. Nitro. I think they have that.
You'll be on Poly Market before you know it.
On wheelchairs? Hold on. You said they might have something like that?
I'm just saying.
Soup them up and
okay.
Put motors
That'd
on
be some shit. You remember that movie Bubble Boy? Remember when he couldn't know germs? Man, what if you just wore drag racing wheelchairs and that was your protection? Like it shot out some huge
you'll be in the
styrofoam
box
ball.
cart. You'll be in the box car derby before you know it.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
So did you hear they took out one of those bases with a fucking F5? A 1972 era fucking F5 Phantom?
No, I haven't really.
I heard that.
F5 Corsair.
This might be one of the biggest revelations we've seen so far in the war, and it would explain why Iran has been so confident this entire time. New reports from today indicate Iran's initial retaliatory strikes on U.S. military bases during the opening phase of the war were far more extensive than previously disclosed. An outdated Iranian F-5 fighter jet even successfully bombed a U.S. base in Kuwait. This is the first time a foreign fixed-wing aircraft has successfully done so in decades. The strikes hit over 100 targets across 11 bases, including warehouses, command headquarters, aircraft hangars, runways, and advanced radar systems. And while the Pentagon hasn't yet released full assessments, Officials estimate repair costs will reach billions of dollars. At the same time, the Trump administration has requested major satellite firms withhold high-resolution imagery of the Iran conflict zone. Since April 5th, Planet Labs, one of the major firms, has moved to an indefinite withhold model for the region. And the restriction is retroactive to March 9th, meaning previously accessible images from the early phases of the war are now restricted. The blackout covers all of Iran and U.S. military installations and allied bases in countries like Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. If we were truly winning this war as much as Donald Trump claims we are, then we wouldn't have to lie about the damage and try to hide it from the public.
True. Told you that shit's going to start coming out, man. Told you that shit's going to start coming out.
Yeah, I think it's just a cover. That's all it is. I think they do this shit to steer the news or to get you to move your attention to something else. I think that's kind of why they do this shit.
Yeah.
Why they come up with this fake shit. And I mean, you know, you could tell that that's just fake shit. It ain't nothing new.
Oh, there he is. Fabio, what are you over here whining about, buddy?
If you haven't noticed, it's on every channel now, and everybody's watching it. So they did get everybody's attention with it.
Yeah, well, pull people off the internet probably. Well, yeah, I mean, people are, you know, I mean, it's ridiculous with, you know, the whole TV thing now. I mean, everybody streams now, so it isn't. Cable TV is kind of dying too.
Yeah, see, here he is. Like, how did he get naked? Right?
It was hot in there.
How did he get
The only one thing I'll say maybe possibly as devil's advocate is maybe they're just searching him, strip searching.
Yeah, and they stripped him and probably cut his shit off. But I mean, how safe would that be?
But I don't even believe that's a thing anyway. Besides the point, but
how safe would that be to go over and cut somebody's clothes off if they had a bomb?
That's what
in
I'm
them?
saying. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
a
kinda-
joke.
I've had a bomb. That would suck. All right. They probably did that to humiliate his ass too.
You remember real
something
quick?
stupid.
I know this is odd, but it's just something for some weird reason that just triggered it. Do you remember the guy, the pizza delivery guy that had that fucking metal collar around his neck? Remember the pizza delivery guy that got that fucking robbed a bank, and he was a pizza delivery guy. Somebody put some explosive collar around his neck. He was sitting in the street. It had to happen in the 2000s.
I vaguely remember something like that.
And he was trying to
Seemed
tell
like
he was
that was
trying
a movie though.
No, it was real. Hold on. And the real quick, I did look up that F5. That thing was made in the first one was made in 1959.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That thing got through the air defense and came in and destroyed a bunch of shit, man.
What if that guy was wearing
Where'd
a
that
nuke?
happen?
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
I
What?
just said, what if that guy was wearing a nuke vest?
Well, over there where they're having the war right now. It was coming in and it was using these planes to attack all the bases like in Kuwait and Qatar and all them areas where we have all our bases. You know, that's how you can tell that Iran wants to have war with us because they put their country right by all our bases.
Yeah. I think Cubby was trying something earlier. Cubby was trying to say, what if that guy had a nuclear suicide?
A nuke vest.
Yeah, nuke vest. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. That would have put a wrinkle in things.
They really think
they would have definitely had to remodel that ballroom.
I put the link in the back for you, Cubby. In the
For nuke vest?
private.
Oh. How much did it cost?
The collar.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Get me two. Oh.
Pizza bomber.
Yeah, 2003. I remember that.
It's a good looking guy.
This Lego again.
Hey. Yeah, check the map, homie. We don't play. Never. Listen. Hey, check the map, homie. We don't play. Never. Listen. lost in our fog. You call us the pirates? Man, check the mirror, dog. You're the one that's biased. Vultures on the water, fiending for the black gold. Straight freeloaders, doing what you're told. Put up with destroyers, flexing like you're on the block. But David with the Persian slingshot put you in a shock spot at Persian speedboats. Swerved out in the night, hit that U-turn, homie. Completely lost the fight. $1 billion toys, but you running from the claw. World is asking if the gate is open, yes or no. I just looked them in the eye and told them what I saw. Wait a minute, homie. I said, Inshallah. Little orange man, this is straight up Iran. Little orange man, Iran. Little orange man, get straight out of Homer's. Little orange man, get out. Little orange man, this is straight up Iran. Little orange man, Iran. Little orange man, get straight out of Homer's. Little orange. Twitter finger king, fake ring cap, master with the lies. Always tweeting great success while your whole damn squad cries. All get smacked to the Pope, throwing shade at Spain. But you a guppy out here, hit the Persian rain. Got an eagle made of glass, roasting on the holy sea. Mess with me? What? Ghost real quick, flee. Keep capping on the green, faking every single score. This ain't no country club, this a Persian street war. The Gulf is our hood and we holding the key. Get back on your phone, you get no pass for free. Word is asking if the gate is open, yes or nah. I just smile at him, I said Inshallah. Little orange man, this is straight up Iran. Little orange man, Iran. Little orange man, get straight out of Homer's. Little orange man, get out. Little orange man, this is straight up Iran. Little orange man, Iran. Little orange man, get straight out of Homer's. Little orange man, get out.
Those are entertaining as hell. Those are entertaining. I got to get over here. See if there's something new going on.
They kind of sent out a nod to Pirates of the Caribbean there, didn't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little plunder,
Yeah, why not?
What's his name? Smedley Butler said war is a racket.
I racket.
Great words.
What is this here? Hold up.
Iran is one of the only countries. There's only 3 countries that still use the F-5. China still has them.
Yeah, okay.
And Venezuela has a few. Canada was using them up until not too long ago. Interesting.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen them is they're like sitting in front of a VFW or something. you know?
Training or some kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it got past all the stealth fighters and all the Raptors.
Yeah, It's not terribly fast either. The weird thing about that, when I looked the information, I'm sorry, I know you're playing the video.
Yeah,
NASA took one of those F-5s and modified it and did speed of sound tests with that plane. So they could study the effect of sonic booms.
That's a pioneer.
Yeah, interesting.
Huh. I like the F-4 Phantom. I've always liked that plane. It's a cool looking airplane.
Wasn't that like the Vietnam?
Yeah.
Vietnam one.
Shit, they still use them.
Real quick. Do you remember the Corsair from World War II?
Yeah.
They were still using those things in the freaking 90s.
The F-5U. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when I saw the thing at that they were still flying the things in the late, like 89. And I was like, holy crap. And things are like 60 years old.
Thing had a hell of a torque. You could not see when you was on the ground. You couldn't see in front.
Yeah, because it's the angle up.
Yeah.
It
had a hell of a torque on it too, so you had to be real careful because
I
that
remember
thing had a tendency to want to torque the fucking plane to one side.
I remember reading that they were really difficult to land on carriers too. That was the other problem they had.
That's why. Because of the gyro rotation of the prop.
Yeah,
they're trying to correct itself.
Yeah.
So
well, that you'd be wanting the torque of it going the one direction. Want to twist the airplane.
You remember the TV show Bye Black Sheep?
Yeah,
it's kind of like revving up your Jeep. If you really rev your Jeep up, you'll feel the body go to the right. You'll feel it torque over it. You'll feel it torque to the passenger side. That's just natural rotational force.
The Black Sheep Squadron was comprised. It was Pappy Boyington and these other airmen that had previously already experienced with fighting Japanese, because they had been working as a squadron of mercenaries for China before the United States was in the war, and they were flying P-40 Warhawks, and they were given $1,000 for every zero that they shot down. So that was quite the incentive. $1,000 in 1938, 1939 were
a lot of money.
A lot of fucking money. Of course, the A6M was a highly maneuverable aircraft because it was mostly made of canvas and balsa wood, and it had the Mitsubishi engine in it. The motherfucker was rip roaring,
real fast.
No protection. No protection.
Yeah.
If you could hit it, if you could outmaneuver it and hit it, it was going down.
Yeah.
But that was just it. And it didn't have self-sealing gas tanks on it like the US did.
I played you know, what do you call it? You know, dogfight simulators for years. And the zeros are really fast. Like if you didn't see them and they dived on you, you could pretty much outclimb anything. The problem was you just aim for the wings and get an angle on them, and you could knock.
Well, and because they were so light, they had such a fast climb rate.
Yeah.
They could get up at a high altitude and just kind of go with the idle speed of the motor and stay up all fucking day patrolling.
Get you to stall, and then they could just dive that thing right back down on you while you're in your stall.
Come in from the sun on you.
Yeah, I did. I played flights. Dogfight sim games for 25 years, 20 years, easy.
Bet that was fun.
Yeah, it's challenging because it's tactical. You have to think, moves, counter moves, know the specs, and know what the stuff it's coming after you can climb, how high it can climb, how fast it can climb. What kind of guns on you. You have to be. It's very tactical. You have to kind of plot and plan. Ship warfare.
Back when they were like knights of the sky back then.
That's when they had real dogfights, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Instead of the computer, they went a lot of
it was all manual.
Aircraft wasn't developed so much for combat when it first was used in war. It was for reconnaissance.
Yep.
And of course, both sides would send up a reconnaissance aircraft, and it wasn't long before they started carrying pistols or rifles and shit up there with them, and they'd shoot at each other. And somebody got the idea that they could put, a machine gun up on the top wing of it. It wasn't until this guy Maxim came out with an intermittent gear that they could mount the machine gun right in the front of the pilot. And have it shoot through the props. It would shoot through the props with this intermittent gear. Prior to that, they were trying it and they were putting metal plates on their props. They were shooting their fucking props off.
Yeah, that the Navy started. You got to remember that in the early ship warfare, the early ships in the early 1910 those eras, they didn't even have AA protection, so they didn't have anti-aircraft guns at all. They only started putting stuff on that shit probably in the 20s, and then they started saying, "Oh shit, well planes are becoming a big thing. We should probably have AA." And then the big ships started to put slingshots on the side of the ships so they can slingshot biplanes out and use them as spotters.
And they'd come back on pontoons and get
and they would come by and grab them with a hook and pull them up over the. It's pretty wild.
Early days. I met a guy who was a carrier pilot. He was a pilot on the Langley, and the Langley was the first carrier. And what they'd done is had removed the superstructure from an old battleship and replaced it with a flight deck. And he was flying F4s, the F4F Wildcats, and the wheels had a real narrow wheelbase. They came out from the fuselage instead of from the wings like the Wildcat did. And this thing, it was real narrow. He said trying to land on that fucking thing is like trying to land. It was like trying to land on a skateboard while wearing an ice skate. He says it was fucking really difficult. He said he saw a lot of planes crash, man. because that thing you're coming along, you about got it lined up, and then a big wave comes up, and the fucking back of the ship's right there in front of you and shit.
Comes up or goes down.
Yeah.
And they had a catch hook in the back that would catch a line that went across.
Yeah,
and if they
still
missed
use
it,
that. An arrestor. It's an arrestor line. They still use it. The arrestor hooks. Have to go off the other end.
Before you play this video stuff, do you think? Remember we were mentioning sonic, the sonic boom earlier, and I'm pretty sure y'all remember like some of these guys going out to these old, like nuclear, like these abandoned old huge mill, like nuclear mill buildings, where they would pop a balloon and compare it to like a thunder or kind of sound.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, I'm pretty sure they know about the firmament pretty early on in the military, and I'm wondering if they used any of that knowledge to their benefit,
probably
with response time and all that. Like being up that high, you could probably hear it hitting the ceiling once you hit, or at least somebody around you that's going faster than sound.
I don't know. Once you get to a certain altitude, that's going to change because of the air is thinner. Where does that sonic boom? Where does it actually take place? At what altitude? It's different. Different.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's the Kármán line.
The higher in elevation, the lower the speed naturally because there's less oxygen. Me and Roger did a deep dive on the SR-71. They have to add all kinds of additives to the fuel in the SR-71 to keep the engines from friggin' exploding or freezing or overheating. They have to do all kinds of trickery to get those things to
counterbalance everything.
Counterbalance the drop in temperature. They have to have systems in it, so when they go from high altitude to low altitude, they have to do counteracting things for it to be high alt or low alt. Otherwise, the engines will just fucking burn up or break up or fall apart, or
Yeah, because you get constriction when it's cold, and then, I would say restriction, but it's expansion when it's really hot.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I was going to show that video, but nobody was interested. Well,
I'm gonna call her Betty. I'm gonna call her Sue.
I don't know. I mean, it's just like this random shit comes up. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Why are we asking about this? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get off here.
Well, y'all have a good night, man.
Good to see you.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming up. We'll see everybody next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Don't forget, Lord loves the working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust White. You see your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And it's better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.